My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is April 17, 2023. It is 12:47 a.m. It took me a while to get started. I was looking for a YouTube video. I can't find it. But anyway, let's continue. Video number 1 started at April 16 at 11 p.m. So now is the next day, 12:47 a.m. So this is a new video. All right, let's go on Twitter. All right, so the last on my last video I said this was gonna be the first tweet that I was gonna start with. All right, so let's get going. Squaddies, it's going to be a tough day for Harry. We should let him know that we stand with him. We love you, Harry. Okay. Time flies. Each time you look at some of those pictures, it tells a lot. His mom until 12 years old. But anyway, let's see here. We pray and hope for the best for him. Prayer for protection will be for him on that day. I will not tune in to watch. I'll watch highlights after Lily's birthday or whatever comes under my timeline. There's one comment under it. Okay, good. King Harry, we love Harry. All right. I always stand with Harry and Meghan, but will it be a tough day for him? Okay, I meant the day of the coronation. Of course it's gonna be tough for him because all the nonsense, the headline, the tabloid, and he knows his family, what they could do and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty dangerous for him as well. I remember there's that lawsuit going on, so a lot is at stake. Okay, I mean the day of coronation. Why wasn't why what's happening today? I mean on 6th of May. Okay, I don't think it will be a bad day at all. He'll leave before Choco and Camilla have exit their multi-million-pound vanity party. He doesn't have to return until Chucky drops. Then after that, not ever. I mean, they'll create a situation for him to keep on coming back. Okay, love Harry and Meghan. Okay, yes, definitely. I'm planning on having my profile picture changed to Princess Diana with her son Harry, because we need to let them both know we love them. This is what love of children looks like. Okay, the guy is on his own. I will be back to support him during the court case. Till then, nada. Let's go to the next tweet. Is that the one? Oh, did I? Okay, so that's that one. Okay. I took too long on the first video. All of this was supposed to be one video, but I took too long. I talked too much. All right, these people, there's a slap in the face. They know Prince Harry is only attending one event, so they're creating more headlines to get sick people to attack Meghan. Prince Archie is not in competition with King Charles III like he is turning 4. He could give two shit about coronation. All right, so there's a screenshot. Prince Harry will try to race home from the coronation to attend Prince Archie's 4th birthday. I mean, they're making it sound like it's bad. Even in one of those videos, I didn't make reference to that, but I heard the lady say, and I was already spending too much time on editing. I didn't bother inserting my point in that particular video. It's one of those videos where that lady was saying where Harry's gonna go back to his birthday boy's party or something like that. I don't remember the wording of it. And I was thinking, I mean, what was he supposed to do? The way they're making it sound like it's a bad thing that Harry wants to rush back home to spend time with his kid. He only gets to be celebrate his birthday, his 4th birthday once. You get to be 4 years old once, and you celebrate it. I mean, there's 365 days where you know, the 4 years old spread out, right? But to celebrate with friends, family, people who spent some time, who took time off from their busy schedule to come and celebrate with you. So he wants to be there. All right, and he knows the fun that he has around his kids when they're doing little get together. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex is supposedly planning a star-studded fourth. How the hell do they know that? How the hell do I mean? If it's true, I would rather be over there than that boring place with old people. My goodness. The Duchess of Sussex is supposedly planning a star-studded fourth birthday celebration for Prince Archie, which may outshine the coronation of King Charles. These people is just BS. Oh my god. Sky News. I used to take them seriously, but my goodness. This past couple of weeks, they're just throwing nonsense. Sadly, this is much nicer than the torrid. They betowed her if she were going. I never wanted her to go and hope she wouldn't. It's so dangerous for her there. I'm amazed she went on that walkabout after Liz died, knowing what we know now about Charles and Camilla, William and Kate, and the threats. Yikes. Okay, thank goodness she is at home. Hated the walkabout. Glad she doesn't have to deal with these toxic people. Okay, they create stories. Some people were joking about this here on Twitter. Now it's an article. Unbelievable. Okay, I swear these people never stop. LOL. We don't know his travel plan. Doesn't he have a little? Okay, doesn't he have like a court case too, and like 2 days after the coronation? Australian press really or something else? Oh, so that's Australia. Okay, I thought it was the UK. You know, that screenshot thing. They have spent the last 2 months telling us nobody will speak to Harry at the coronation. Why then do they think he will want to stay 2 seconds longer? He has to. Alright, there's this. Exactly. Every leak scream abuser behavior. They expect him to sit there and be mistreated. They know he won't put up with them 1 second, then he had to, and it's killing them. Yeah, that little punching bag Harry they used to have, they want that back, and Harry won't give them a second thought. Alright, next tweet. Nearly 3 years of correspondence from 2018 to 2022 was requested, and messages between the office of the former Prime Minister and the office of the Duke and Duchess were released. But additional direct communication between Jacinta and Harry and Meghan themselves won't be released. Oh, this is very interesting. I bookmarked it, but I didn't expect this was an article. I'm probably gonna go in it and read the first few paragraphs. This is me responding to the caption. Okay, so there's me here. I still can't understand why and how she left her prime minister position for the two most laziest people in the world.
Mine's learning how to do. Good luck with that.
I hope it makes some sort of a sense to me in the future. As of now, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Okay, so one person, 2 people like it and 1 respond. Okay, she is suspected to have long COVID. She had 2 confirmed cases last year. She said in her press conference she does not have anything left in the tank, being too exhausted to do power job, but the position to influence powerful with little work kind of seemed like a fit. That's what she said, but why is she going work for these people? Work is work. You still have your mind still needs to think. I think that's just an excuse. Okay, but whatever. Okay, the difference between work related and personal, that's how it interpret. Okay, so now these comments are making reference. I'll come back to the comments. Let's see what the article is all about. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm clicking on it because it is archive. Okay, former Prime Minister Jacinta Ardern keeps Harry and Meghan messages secret for now. Okay, 16 April 2023. So that was yesterday. Former Prime Minister Jacinta Ardern has decided to keep her messages with Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, secret, refusing an official information act request to release them. But why do people want that information? Why are they trying? Maybe this is why they force her to leave her position to come and work with them, so hopefully she'll spill the beans. Maybe this is the reason why. I don't know.
The Herald has appealed that decision to the Ombudsman.
The chair of New Zealand's Republican movement, Lewis Holden, said the messages need to be released. Oh my God, these people are something. Okay, the chair of the New Zealand's Republican movement, Lewis Holden, said the messages need to be released, noting there is high public interest in knowing whether Harry and Meghan are using the influence of access afforded by Harry's birth appropriately. Okay. What is it? Harry and Meghan are using the influence and access afforded by Harry's birth appropriately. I mean, what is it? When they went over there, weren't they there for work related? They didn't leave the UK yet. I mean, they didn't leave, how do you call this? Okay. They didn't leave as working royal. Okay, so let's see this. Harry and Meghan were reported to have considered relocating to New Zealand. Oh my God, these people really want to go after them. So Harry and Meghan gonna have to, whoever they speak to, they're gonna have to be very careful. Oh my goodness. Harry and Meghan were reported to have considered relocating to New Zealand after stepping back as senior members of royal family. In Harry's memoir Spare, he confirmed the reports. Quote, "What if we could spend at least part of each year somewhere far away, beyond the reach of the press? The question was where. We talk about New Zealand." End quote, Harry said in the book. They opted to move to Canada, then California instead. This is God working in a mysterious way, because all of the countries that they say out loud, they know, their critics know about it and it's a fear. But the only one they did not know, which they had to force, I mean, they could have assumed, because this is Meghan's birthplace, okay, is the US. They did what they have to do. Okay, they opted to move to Canada and then California instead. Nearly 3 years of correspondence from 2018 to 2022 was requested by the Herald messages between the office of the former Prime Minister and the office of the Duke and Duchess were released. Oh my God, they probably prompted her to distract her, because if she was keeping that information, okay, or I don't know if she has sole say on what to be released, so they remove her. Okay, this is purely my opinion throwing here. They remove her from her position as Prime Minister so that information could be released, so whoever take her place could release that information. I don't know, that's what I'm thinking. However, the government acknowledges that there are additional communication between the then Prime Minister Arden and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex themselves, which it has decided to keep from the public eye. Okay, so what? Okay, so this is where I was saying here. There is, when Harry and Meghan went to New Zealand, they were working royal. So I would assume whatever that was said for the public as working royal can easily be released. That I would assume. Okay, just because it is Harry and Meghan, I could understand. But if they were talking in terms of things privately, remember Harry always wanted that line between private and public, okay, family and work. So maybe this is the part they don't want to release.
Chance my arm with a cheeky question. A bit like your mother, you are pursued every minute of every day by lots of people trying to take photographs, videoing, recording what you're saying, pushing. How can you possibly have a private life?
Cheeky question. You're right, that is a cheeky question. But Andrew, to be honest with you, sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore.
But if they were talking in terms of things privately, remember Harry always wanted that line between private and public, okay, family and work. So maybe this is the part they don't want to release.
And we will continue to do our best to ensure that there is the line. You know, we are completely aware that we're in a very privileged position, and I will spend the rest of my life you know, earning that privilege and trying to bring a spotlight onto things and causes that really matter to me, and hopefully matter to a lot of other people as well. Everyone has a right to their privacy, and you know, a lot of the members of the public get it, but sadly in some areas there is this sort of incessant need to find out every little bit of detail about what goes on behind the scenes. It's unnecessary. You know, I hope that people get to see me here in this Invictus role, you know, cracking on with the guys, and and mucking in and having a good time with them. And this is half my official role, but half my private role. This is what I enjoy doing, but the private life has to be private, and I hope people respect that.
Because if Harry was thinking of moving over there, that will mean this is private part. You understand what I mean? So, okay, let's see here. I'm starting to understand a little bit better here. However, the government, I'm reading that again. However, the government acknowledges that there are additional communication between the then Prime Minister Arden and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and quote, themselves, which it has decided to keep from the public eye. The government said it was withholding the release of these messages, quote, to maintain the effective conduct of public affairs through the free and frank expression of opinion, end quote, a ground for withholding information under the Official Information Act. That action has a historic of being unevenly applied messages between the public figure, like, for example, microbiologist Susie Wiles, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, Wiles and Ashley Bloomfield, or even between journalists and ministers' offices, have been captured and released by the Official Information Act. It is not clear why Meghan and Harry's messages merit full protection. Okay, Arden was approached for comment through the office of current Prime Minister Chris Hipkin. The Herald inquired about the content of the correspondence and whether it was in text, WhatsApp, email, or whatever format. I don't know. It seemed like a lot of really high official people use WhatsApp, because I use it, I think, oh my God, I didn't even have kids yet. Did I have kids? No, I went to a party. When I first discovered WhatsApp, at that party, someone mentioned it to me. I downloaded on my phone. Okay, weeks after I downloaded, and I saw something that I did privately in the WhatsApp. I quickly deleted it and deleted the WhatsApp thing. I never saw it as a credible app, the same way that I see what's that, TikTok. But it seems like a lot of high officials have been using WhatsApp. Maybe they strengthened the privacy thing, but then again, you hear police officers in the UK using WhatsApp. I don't know. I don't find this. I mean, every social media platform have their weaknesses, but whatever. Okay, email or another format. Okay, Arden declined to comment ahead of the ombudsman decision. Holden said it was not appropriate for the messages to be withheld. Quote, there's a general protection for communication with the sovereign being kept secret. It's hard to see how the restriction, which itself is unjustified, could apply to this communication. Quote, we have no idea if the Duke and Duchess have lobbied our Prime Minister for access, immigration status, or anything else. They should have special protection just because they're members of the royal family, he said. I mean, if they are Commonwealth, I'm just saying, I do not know. If New Zealand is Commonwealth, or then again, Meghan is not a citizen of the UK. Okay, I see where that is coming. I mean, don't they have, even if Meghan is not even a citizen, if she stayed there for a couple, I don't know, I think there's some rules. I do not know in terms of New Zealand. There are some rules. If you stay for a couple months or whatever, you could fly back, because there's some agreement between the US and different countries when it comes with visas and all of that. even if Meghan was not a citizen of the UK, which will easily apply to her as being part of the Commonwealth country. But with the US and New Zealand, I think there's some agreement. You know, you could stay over there for a couple months and fly back to your country and then fly back again. Okay? But anyway, I do not know. So there's more to it. I almost finished it, but you could finish it yourself. But these people, I think they want to know more about private things that was said. If things were discussed in terms for the monarchy, I don't care. But if things were discussed in terms of privately, where Meghan and Harry wanted to find ways to find their privacy thing here, this should keep away from the public.
Sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore.
Alright, so let's see here. Now let's go back to Twitter and read the comment. Now that we have a somewhat a better understanding of what this is all about, maybe some of the comments will make more sense to us. Alright, mine have absolutely nothing to do with the article, but I was commenting on this. Okay, in terms of why the Prime Minister left being a Prime Minister to work for Harry and William. I mean, not Harry and William. William and Kate. Alright, the difference between work related and personal. That's how I interpret it. Okay, all of this is to make people scared to have any communication relationship with the couple, isolating them from any high profile individual or organization. It's one of the key objectives. This verify of everything they do is very crazy and intrusive. That was the whole plan for taking the HRH out. They taking away from them. They still are Harry and Meghan still have the HRH title, his and her Royal Highness or something like that. I think that's what it stands for. But the thing is that they cannot use it for commercial purposes. But Harry is Harry, Prince Harry is Prince Harry, Meghan is still Meghan because she's married to Harry. She's still Princess Meghan, and they still haven't remove their title as Sussexes. They could still use that, but the HRH thing was for commercial purposes. They thought just because they're HRH or the royal family or whatever, doors will open for them. So they wanted to close as many doors as possible, make them suffer, and then for them to crawl back to them for help, for financial help, all sort of things. But now that Harry and Meghan are financially independent, they do whatever it is that they want. They don't need the royal families. That pisses them off. They still want to close more doors. Meanwhile, they don't think work ethic. I'm gonna put that clip video that I have of Mark Cuban.
Harry and Meghan are incredibly marketable. I'd call them the new young Obamas. They're going to make an ungodly amount of money, and you know what? They literally could become billionaires over the next 20 years. If either of them came on Shark Tank, I wouldn't even wait for them to pitch. I'd be like, I'm in, whatever you want, yes, because they are so marketable. It'll be so easy to develop products and projects for them, with them, and around them. It'd be, yes. Can you hook it up?
Mark Cuban, where any business people who wants to make money wants to do work with Harry and Meghan. Okay, it's not because of the HRH or the Royal Highness or all of this nonsense that those people make people who want to believe this is what makes Harry and Meghan so successful. If this was the case, how come William is not successful? How come Kate is not successful?
Mine's learning. Good luck with that.
Whatever it is that she can even do a freaking speech. You don't think that it's Harry and Meghan's mind and creativity and all of those that make them be successful? Okay, begs the question whether Billy, Prince William, is an honest broker and appointing former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern as the head of her. That's what I think. Now I understand. When I wrote my comment, I didn't know the full story, but now I'm starting to understand. They probably pressure her, or maybe there's something that she did they didn't like, and then they scare her off and they make her leave that position to come and work for her, and then to scoop stories out of her to find out. Now if they cannot get it from those Information Act, now that I read part of the article, maybe through conversation, you know, when you talk, like I said, when the same way that I said with the Hub Community Kitchen, when Meghan was cooking with them, I said it in one of those videos. Maybe Meghan was talking about her mother to the ladies and said, my mother used to do this and that and that. And then you have Miss Dovia came during the unveiling of the cookbook. Okay, so those type of conversation that I'm talking about, when you're not really thinking of anything beyond, okay, just having a regular conversation. So they took her out of Prime Minister. And then she actually gave that up. It's not like they appointed her. The people vote for her to be in that position. I don't know why she left it. And then to go work for them. And this is what my comment was making reference to. Now, reading this comment, I'm starting to believe they made her, or they probably forced her, in my humble opinion, to leave that position so they could scoop information out of her. And then that also make the point of the other lady who had that communication position to leave, because they want to replace her for that. So it's all calculated. I don't know. My goodness. Whoever those idiot was giving those royal family stupid guidance to get information out of, this is what ruined them. If you watch video number 1, which was started at 11 p.m. last night, I said some stuff about the regarding the abolish the monarchy and all of that. That's what pretty much took all my time. Okay, let's read this. Begs the question whether Billy, Prince William, is an honest broker and appointing former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern as the head of Earthshot. Is it because she is a true environmentalist, or does he want those messages to leak to the British media? Long road to imagine rehabilitation. Yep, that's what I think. This is that. I think this is that. Why not ask for William and Kate correspondence? He has been in contact with her for his Earthshot. Also, wasn't New Zealand being talked about in 2018 when it was torn out? Can she talk with them on a private, friendly level about everyday stuff?
Sadly, that line between public and private life is almost non-existent anymore.
Let's see here. There's one comment. Exactly. And Billy is actually a government employee. Alright, let's that. Each communication between Jacinda and Harry and Meghan, depending on what is said, can be turned into a news story. That's right. They don't have information. This is the thing. They don't have Harry and Meghan to and the UK to make up stories. So now they want to create nonsense. How desperate these tabloids are now that they have no more access. That's exactly that. They have no more access, or perhaps, as someone suggests, William is involved, wondering if there's info he can leverage. What happened is that the tabloid, remember, they promised the tabloid that Meghan will not sue them. Okay? Meghan will not sue them, so they went on that nonsense, leaking information about Meghan, where Meghan almost lose her mind over there.
You are making people want to kill me. It's not just a tabloid. It's not just some story. You are making me scared. Right? And like that night, to be up and down in the middle of the night, looking down my hallway, like, are we safe? Are the doors locked? Is security on? Is everything? That's real. Are my babies safe? And you've created it for what?
So now that Meghan took steps to sue them and she won and they had to pay her, they pissed. They want their money back, in my humble opinion. So they putting pressure, and all this is fully my humble opinion. I'm sitting at my house just reading between the lines.
I'm gonna just scoot on over and let you whack him. Get him again. Get him for me.
Okay? So they're putting pressure on William. I think you better give me some scoop to make money. Okay? That money they pay Meghan.
How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind.
news. I just love good news.
Gets the yet unheard of Zorro snap in Z formation.
They pushing, give me some scoop, go get this. They pushing him to get information. I don't know. This is the way that I see it. Okay, what does it matter? They never moved there. So William hired Jasenka to push for access. It seems because it's weird how this has come up now. That's what I think. And that was my question from the day one when I saw that video where she's leaving her position, and I was very sad about it because she did such a good job with the COVID thing. Okay, kept it very low in her country, and I reported it and so many other videos on PYTE. And then when I saw her quitting, I was like, what did she do? Why? So something must have happened, and I think that person who comment under my comment here, someone who's trying to throw me off. Who is that? Okay, this is a squaddie telling me she had confirmed case of. Okay, this is the true thing here. They want information from her, or at least if the prime minister have power to hold those information, so they remove her from that position and then put someone who will be more happy to release that information. Do as the crown says. Okay, why do they want them? Okay, how about releasing all correspondence between King Charles III and Bin Laden family? If they are going to set precedent by this action, then be prepared for all of it. That's the thing. They're creating problem. Okay, what goes around comes around. Just wait. Sooner or later, some non-Murdoch newspaper will file FOIA, request Chucky and Willie communication. Okay, clickbait for engagement or this public. Can anyone file to view? There's the thing. They're creating problem for themselves. They're focusing that tunnel vision. If they were honest broker themselves, they do things according to the rules of law or whatever, they won't have to afraid of. But they've done so many shit on themselves, and then they're going after Harry and Meghan. They're creating a kind of worm for themselves. All right, let's read what's there and then move on. Now I'm starting to understand why she quit her position. They want to get information about Meghan. Okay, I read that. Okay, same argument made for every senior royals and royal adjacent for every interaction they've had with every public and government entity from Commonwealth to Kingdom, come starting with the guy with the suitcases full of cash. There's that. Might have to postpone coronation to get through all those skeletons. Okay, the royals have not yet learned that they teach people how to treat them. I can't wait for the barrage of FOIA requests targeting their correspondence all over the world. There's that. They keep poking. That's it. They keep poking the bear. Keep harassing Harry and Meghan for sport. Okay, all I have to say, 400 pages of a best-selling memoir haven't been published yet. Harry said if he tells it all, the family relation will be over. It appears Charles and William want to learn the hard way. Probably Murdoch's doing that. Yes, I do think so, because they're going through some stuff right now, and Harry's calling them to court. They want information to somewhat blackmail him. I don't think Harry cares anymore. Whatever happened happens. And then that lawsuit Meghan won, the money they had to pay, all this is playing part of it. Okay, let's see here. I find it interesting they use the excuse of the royal family, but they have no request for the so-called working royals. It's their continuous obsession with the Sussexes and wanting to pry into their lives that is the motivation. This isn't about public interest or taxpayer. Okay, what do they think they'll find? Seriously, better be careful or they may get evidence of something that might backfire. Okay, they then moved to New Zealand, they moved to California, they then start a business in New Zealand. What kind of influence are they looking for? That's a very good point. I like that one. Was a similar request made of Willie, Jasenka, and Earthshot Communication? All right, why will they be entitled? Okay, why will they be, why will they be entitled to this? Just because they're famous? So any famous person she communicate with, we subject to the same inquiry? So why isn't he asking for correspondence with the Welses as she is working with them in a large capacity now in a minor capacity years before? Right, request, why, who, and why. All right, so let's move on.
So another thing they have to take into consideration is that when Meghan was in the UK, she thought she was a working royal, but the royals, the firm, did not consider her as a working royal. So apparently she was, if we were to go in that direction, she was accompanying her husband to the engagement, right? So any conversation she has with Jasenka, it's probably private. She was a private citizen. The firm did not help Meghan with her mental health because they didn't know how to deal with it because she wasn't a working royal. So I don't know what they're looking for. Another lawsuit? And things were said in court. They have documents to back up some stuff. So they're looking for more trouble, I think, if you look at it in that direction.
I spend a lot of time on this. Wow, I didn't expect to. I don't want to create a third video. I need to start editing already. Okay, Karriett Tubman, day 2, being dragged down Twitter lane again. Popcorn at the ready, watching the meltdown unfold. They're still talking. Okay, I saw this, but I think it's making reference to something else, which I shared on, oh, not that one, on my community board. Okay, I'll go to it. I bookmark it for me to share. I think it's last. Okay, there's this. The squad are laughing. The tale of Karriett Tubman is so befouled. Good to see it being rinsed on Twitter. Okay, KKK, whatever is next. Still, Camilla the homewrecker. Ancestors was also a concubine. So there's that. LOL. Karriett Tubman at Foxy Brown. Maybe we can keep up the dragging through 5/6/2023. They're dragging us for over 500 plus years. So this one shouldn't hurt or bother them now. But then again, it's always the do back that causes war. Okay, Karriett Tubman day 2. All right, this I. Okay. Where did I put it? Okay, never mind. I don't know which one it is. I don't want to mess up the lineup, but I think I have it last, but I'm not sure if it is. All right, next tweet. Knowing that Kate took Meghan's Givenchy bridesmaid dresses to McQueen to be slagged off makes it even more clear why Kate's favorite designer, Wickstead, publicly trashed Meghan's dress within 24 hours of the wedding. Okay, I wasn't really following them, the Sussexes, during the wedding. I just popped up to watch the wedding, but I wasn't really into the Sussexes as much. All right, I just wanted to see how it went, but it's one of those that I popped up. I didn't know all this was going on. Okay, Kate is just a nasty piece of work, isn't she? Kate, wasn't Kate's wedding dress basically a ripoff of Princess Margaret's dress? Okay, Meghan wore Wickstead. Why wouldn't that just be tacky of another designer to diss someone's work? You wouldn't think so. You know, the respect of designers to, but I don't know. It seems like in the UK, some people that I thought who were bright, brilliant, okay, who could make up their own mind, were very brilliant. That's what I thought. But it seems like once the royal family talked to them, reality just out the window. It's like they hypnotized them, okay, to do unethical things. This is what I don't know. Okay, even that what's her name? I didn't even know her name until that nonsense with Chucky. I think Judy Dane or something like that. I've watched some of her show on Channel 13. What's that show? I forgot it. It's one of those, the import of BBC work she did. I used to watch her occasionally, and some other TV, I think on Mission Impossible as well, she played in it. I don't know, I never knew she was a nasty piece of my goodness. Alright, phew, child. Okay, it shows that Meghan is the actual peacemaker since she later wore Wickstead. Okay, she has hated Meghan since day one. I hope she's miserable. She's just a baggage for God. I don't want to tell God how to give a baggage for these people, because when you do that, you tend to, God might think this is what you want. If you want it for them, you should take it as well. So I just said baggage for God. Okay, evil personified. Okay, is there an article explain this more in depth? Okay, jealousy at its finest, typical mean girls behavior, KKK. Let's see here, is there? Okay, apparently all the flower girls dresses were a mess. Okay, oh, futures, what's FFSS? She had a premier tailor on hand. All they had to do was utilize his service. G.S. Lewis. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I know a small little thing about that, because during the wedding, Meghan had her designers come. If they need to fit some stuff, they could just go to her, but Kate wanted to do her own thing on Meghan's wedding. I mean, whatever she's going through right now, this is the baggage that I mean, all right, that God is giving her to deal with. There's Rose going to the coronation, probably gonna be sitting up front and center. That's her baggage. All right, I don't need to tell God what exact baggage to give her. God knows. All right, next tweet. They think they can lure Harry back to the cesspool. They're saying he's going to the circus means he's moving back. I'm gonna roll over the floor so hard when he zip out of there faster than lightning. I like that one. Okay, his car engine. Or two people like it. His car engine will be on a waiting for him. Second he's out of that church, he'll dash out of there. He is one who wants the old Harry, you know, the one getting into drunk fights, the tabloid love. She isn't getting enough out of her daily tab fix without Harry. Never mind, he has kids to dump. Yes, if she was behind of what's happening, and I believe she was, maybe he was only looking for a soft place to fall. I love to see him come back as the Harry we knew him to be before all this rubbish. Wow, they're calling the metal family life is rubbish. My goodness, I don't know if some UK people didn't know this is what was being played out in front of them. Maybe this is a realization. Maybe this is a wake-up call for some well-minded UK to say, oh my God, this is how the world see us. And then you have people in the UK who's literally writing nonsense to show this is who they are. My goodness, there's Harry who said he wanted something different, a well-minded, a stable family and all of that, and he created that for himself, but yet those people want him to come back. And we've seen those pictures. I mean, back then, I will never hold any of these on him because he was a bachelor. He had some girlfriends, but he wasn't married to them. Okay? So as long as he didn't disrespect them or physical with them, I'll give him a pass. Okay? But he has turned around and changed. He's not making the same mistake. Now he's a family person and he wants to do better, but these people want him back to be that drunk type of people. Wow. Think Meghan had it for the royals from the very beginning. Meanwhile, Meghan just wanted to work.
I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well is obviously a huge relief to me, because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
I am very excited about that, yeah.
And Meghan, given your acting and the profile you had, you'd already been involved in various causes, you've been an ambassador for UN Women. What about this new role? I mean, you're going to have a bigger platform, a bigger voice. What do you want to do with it?
I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me, I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate, I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of a...
There's a lot to do.
Really?
There's a lot to do.
And she did it, and when she realized they're not about that, she left. Okay? She escaped the asylum. Oh, Vanessa is good. She escaped the asylum. Okay, he will be on the plane back to his loves before the other royals are back in their golden carriage after the service. Uncle Tyler has a plane on a standby. I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking he's gonna fly back with with First Lady Biden. Okay, Meghan looks unbothered and wealthy as F. Okay, when I see her looking like this, I think of an old quote from my mother-in-law. Quote, money may talk, but wealth whisper quietly. Denim and Cartier never look so good. Alright, after this, that's it. Also, we don't know the time the quarrel begins. It says security only for the quarrel. Hope he won't go at fragmocades, as they say. Okay, I don't know much about how security thinks is gonna work for him. I didn't come across. If you don't see me either put it on my community board or on a video, I do not know. Okay, what I know is what I share. Okay, as they expect the cover to be seen in the US, it could be around 14 p.m. and the last 2 hours, British media will do everything for info on Harry, when, where, and what. Get spies everywhere. And this is why Harry doesn't want to tell them when he's coming. They wanted what, 28 days? So they could put people everywhere. Alright, next tweet. Okay, this is the one that this is the one that I was looking for. I wasn't sure that which order I put it. So yeah, I thought it was last, but it's not. Okay, as a historian, I am always fascinated by the new discoveries. He is Karriett Tubman, leading African American to freedom through the Underground Railroad. Brilliant. There's that. There's another one that I have. Oh my goodness, where they show her next to Martin Luther King. And wedges and sprint frock, no less impressive. Yep, the light breeze carry her through. Laughing my ass off. Alright, I can't. It's Sunday. I'm trying to take the high road. Okay. The way she's only got 1 foot. The way she only got 1 foot and she's leading, true bravery. Oh my god, the squad is making light out of our ancestors' pain. Oh my god. Get how she's keeping the frock white. The whole condition, Karriett is a marvel before our eyes. Now I feel like I need to see what I missed in this week's terrible Warriors news, unless this is just a general commentary. Alright, so someone comment to give her a hint. There it is. They were making reference. I'm telling you, the squad, they're not they're fast to give you the the report. This is what all this is about. Okay, the tabloid started and the squad take it off to another level. I'm sorry. I hope I don't lose my voice like I did earlier this year. It started with this mess. Turns out her ancestors was really owned slave. Her kids' ancestors play a key role in abolishing slavery after the Sussexes bobs about royal and racism. Alright, so there's that. Okay. Whew, my stomach. Let's go back. So this squaddy would then know what's happening during. This is what I mean, where the squad are busy going to work, putting food on the table, but yet create a little bit of time to put some time for the Sussexes. Alright, and then he like, what's going on? And then there's to comment giving her the props. Okay, props to the squaddy who did this. You are brilliant. There's that. I can't stop laughing. Please help me. Okay, your historical research into our savior brings light into my life. You are a blessing to us all. Thank you. You guys are so funny. This is what the squad. Oh my god, I didn't see that one. Okay, I guess you guys have to watch my video to see that part. I didn't see that one. I literally just see it on my while I'm recording. I'm just going to deposit this and back away slowly. Oh my god, the squad or something. Let me retweet that if some people don't see it. Oh my god. That's exactly how it happened. Oh my god, please, I'm begging you, don't understand. My sister is the lady in the head wrap, and you making fun of her hero. Karriett Tubman is making her very distraught. Delete this, please. She's already been through so much. Oh my god. Okay. Michael Jordan. There's that. Okay, the squad are just laughing. Okay, let's move on. Oh my god. I'm almost an hour. I don't want to create another video. Oh my god. Next one. This was what's going on throughout the week. I don't know if I bookmarked this or put it on my community board for you, but this was a while ago. Yo, from the place we down with black people, we aren't racist, honest. Oh my god. There's this. I'm gonna need your phone, my dear. You're grounded for. There's the laugh. Kelly, your squad is amazing. I love you guys. Keep it coming. Bravo. There's the laugh. Okay, she looks like Lauren Boebert. Okay, that politician. Okay, you people need to stop with these pictures. You are killing me. I don't know. The tabloid started it, but the squad run off with it. You're telling her grandmother was on the ground railroad. They create the meme, they went off with it. Well, it's time for my bed now. There's this, the squad are just laughing. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I don't want to spend time just showing emojis and people's laughing. Let's see that one. Okay, not particularly amusing, however. I see your point.
They might as well be doing this with all their funny hugging black people they do whenever one of them screws up and forget and lets there be disgusting racism show.
Alright, next tweet. My thought. Oh, this is the one. Oh my god. When I literally was looking for one more tweet, okay, I was like, let me add one more tweet to the thing, thinking I'm gonna rush to them, and there I am. I have 2 videos now, and then this one popped up. It crazy. It is the narrative the squad run with it. Okay, I knew I see her ass there. According to newly unearthed documents, Kate Middleton wrote the famous I Have a Dream speech. Wow. Karriett Tubman, Black History. Oh my god. Who did this, Lord? There's that. Okay, nah, she was there. I remember the video from elementary school. I just never knew her name until now. The squad are just laughing. She get about a bit, doesn't she? She must be knackered. Right? The photoshopping, sorry, kudos to the photographer that managed to catalog all Karriett Tubman accomplishment. Right, there's this. Don't mess with Meghan and her black heritage. The Sussex squad will come for you. Shame on you. You will trend. Karriett Tubman, Sussex squad. That's for sure. This is epic. Yeah, she was there in Niagara meeting with Frederick Douglass and the beginning of the NAACP. There's this here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, after this, that's it. OMG, the excellent that this is. Thank you. I'm laughing so hard reading all that Karriett has done. Okay, hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Thank you for giving me a great laugh when I was having such a bad day. Karriett Tubman. Alright, so that's the squad around the world who went on and carry off with this. This is why those people, all the nonsense that they throwing cannot stick. They throwing all sort of nonsense hoping something will stick. And then they throw one and the squad was like, oh, was she? And then they carry on with it. They took historical pictures and then they make fun of it. There's one tweet that I came across and it's long, and I said I may not put it, and I think I delete the part where I put a note next to it. Okay, so it's not it. It's not it. I almost left this behind thinking it was that. Okay, so there's this one. This is the last one. The audacity of the Daily Express reporters. Again, they should be sued. Absolutely sickening. Okay, let's see here. A Daily Express journalist attempt to defend the industrial scale vilification of Meghan Markle's practiced by his colleagues day and day out, month and month out, year to year out. Truly sad to see. All right, so I think that was that one, and I did say I wasn't gonna go through it, but I'll skim through it really quick. All right, so I was responding to whatever. So does that mean they are admitting to be terrorizing her day in and day out, month to month? There's that. Hope her peeps are keeping receipt of this type of admittance of their unlawful behavior for future use, because their constant harassment is unacceptable. All right, so there's this here. Yeah, I did say I wasn't gonna go over it. I think I talk about this where they create at least 44 kind of articles about Meghan and all of this. Okay, I think I went over it, so that's that. Okay, so let's do a prayer. I need to start editing. Prayer for what? The last prayer that I did, I said a prayer for a clear road ahead. Let's say a prayer for protection and safety. That's it. For what the hell did I just do? Okay, I did something. I don't know what it is. Okay, I really don't know what I just did here. Okay. Yeah, okay, so okay, back to normal. Prayer for I just wanted to erase something that I spelled wrong. Protection and let's do safety. Protect me from the trouble wherever I go, and keep evil far from me. No matter where I am, I will look to you as my protector, the one who fights for me every day. Your love and faithfulness, along with your goodness and mercy, surround me daily, so I will not fear whatever might come against me. All right, so that's for all of us, and Harry especially, who usually travel, and Meghan as well, and their little family. Let's pick an image. Let's do this one. Dear Heavenly Father, my heart is burdened over the unforeseen threat that comes against my marriage as well as against other people's marriage. There are so many things in this world that can bring us down, hurt us, or threaten to steal our joy. I pray protection over all of us, that no matter what the circumstances are, we remain steadfast, trusting your will for our lives. I also pray our marriages are stronger than ever, also to withstand any such threat. In Jesus' name, amen. I think this fits perfectly for, like I was saying, for all of us, and protection for Harry and all of that. Okay, so that's it. Let's see this one. What is this about? She is a suspect of the COVID. Okay, his car engine. So someone who responds to some things. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so let me get to work. That's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.